Good morning, YouTube, you sexy mamma jammas. Welcome back to the channel. Today is now Wednesday, August 13th. Yes, I skipped Tuesday. I'll tell you why. Yesterday, I recorded all day yesterday. But after importing footage and I was watching, I looked at it, it wasn't nothing. Nothing happened. I woke up, got a little bit of fuel, went down, picked up to the warehouse, got my load, drove up, delivered the load, drove. I was at the receiver up on site for 3.5 hours because it was laid down due to weather. But it just wasn't good. It wasn't very good. Nothing happened. So I decided not to upload it. And you know, I'm starting to see I guess the downside of the repetition. Well, when it comes to content or whatever, it's because it's all going to be the same, basically, right? So I decided, executive decision, not to put that video together because I just didn't. I was bored doing it. So if I'm bored doing it, or if I'm bored freaking editing it, can't imagine how bored you'd be watching it. So I know somebody's gonna be like, I just posted anyway. And yeah, you're right. Yeah. Now, if it was whatever, I just decided not to, and for that reason. But it's now 7 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't get back to the J last night. I'm back. I was back at that Road Ranger I stopped at the night before last. Oh, what you? Yeah, Monday. Till this today. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I'm back at that Road Ranger. I'm leaving out here now, hitting the highway. At least I'm an hour and a half ahead than I was yesterday. Because yesterday I wound up being about an hour and a half behind because where the interstate shut down the day before. The day before I stayed here. I was at the site like yesterday for 3.5 hours. I didn't leave the site till 6. Could have made it back to the J, right with I had 3 hours and 15 minutes left on my clock by the time I left the farm. I only needed 3 hours to get down there. But that time of night at the J, hard to find parking, so I didn't. Stopped here. Now, I like this little spot. Not a bad little spot. We're heading down now. We're gonna stop here in about my mile marker. I'm going to the mile marker. I'm at where am I at? I don't know what mile marker I'm at, but there's a Love's at 189, about 90 miles. We're gonna stop at the Love's and get fuel on mile marker 95. And then that should be good. It's okay. Hey, hopefully y'all actually see this footage because I don't want to go 2 days without a video, unless it's the weekend, of course. But anyway, I appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Let's see what this trucking world has in store for us today, shall we?
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run.
Alright, so we did stop to get fuel. They're back at 95. We are now at 77. And we're going to the 48. That's where we hit I-10. And then we're just a few miles from our exit there. I just spoke to the agent because I don't know why I feel, because the guys on site said they don't have much work left. They'll be done with that site. And I'm like, this kind of got me worried. I'm like, well, we're going to have work next week. At least at that site or wherever else we may go. But so it's got me looking forward. So I called my agent, and he's like, yeah. He's like, what they're telling me is that, he's like, what they're telling us is that they rely on us doing these couple loads a day. And I was like, that's good. We rely on them too. So he's like, the way hey, we're just going to work until we're told not to. I was like, I just don't want to be told like on a Friday, well, we ain't got shit for you next week. Because by that time, it's too late to plan for next week, right? So there's some Tyler loads coming out. There's train loads going down to Florida, Plant City. I was like, I could pick one of those up on Friday, because after I cleared the farm, I could just go straight over and do it if I needed to book out. But he assured me, no, we got work next week, so we'll see. And I'm just kind of curious what's after this site too. Like, what else? Just and like I said before, they're going to branch out and open up into other areas, Oklahoma, and of course, Canada, and other locations in Kansas. I'm like, well, if we can happen to get this account in other areas, shit, I'd go wherever the hell the work is, as long as the money's right. He's like, I get you. He's like, well, I got my ear to the ground, man. They got my ears low. We're keeping an eye out. We're looking forward. We're looking future. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. I like this guy because he's pretty straightforward. You know, he's laid back, he's chilled, he's relaxed. He's a good old feller. He's a good old boy. And the HTX office is here in Houston. Might even hit him up and like, yo, what you doing this weekend, bro? Where you at? How far are you? How close are you to me? Maybe we'll go out and have a cold one. Who knows? But it sounds like we got work next week, so I ain't got to worry about looking at the load board for the week, which is good. That's the less stress part about this. Is you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you know what you're making. There's no stress when it comes to those. But would it be nice to do a $2,000, $2,100 run? Friday pickup, drop off Monday morning. That'd be great. I'd have the hours to do it. Problem is I can't get there and back. Now, if I can pick it up Friday and deliver it like Saturday evening, and then come back and have something with a quick turnaround and come back, I mean, it's only like 800 miles, so 1,600 round trip. I can leave Friday, get back by Monday morning. Yeah, absolutely I could. But the stars are not aligned enough for something like that to happen. But you never know. Something might work out like that. I may call my coordinator and say, hey, see if this could work. If you could do this. And by some miracle, something like that happened, I would do a quick yo-yo trip. Out and back. Just to make an extra couple grand on the weekend. That'd be great. But that's wishful thinking. Hello, Popo, going north. And we got 27 miles for our exit. We are looking to be there around 9:42 in the AM, which, you know, my normal time getting here is about 9:15. Hopefully today's a smooth day so I can get back down here to my Flying J, so I can get back on proper rotation and I can get back on my time schedule. I don't want no delays with traffic or weather delaying the unload. We shall see. Thanks for being here, y'all. Alright, so we are on the road to the farm. We're like 5 miles away from it, 6 miles. We came through some rain about 30 miles back or so on the interstate. I was thinking, okay, how long is this going to be? Now, it wasn't like severe. It was just rain. Normal, not a little light rain. But now we're here. It's still cloudy and overcasty, but it's the sun's out. I just know the farm's going to be muddy, so Blue's going to need another bath soon. But I just hope that the storm is far enough out, which, judging by what I looked at the weather on my watch earlier, the forecast, it should be fine. It shouldn't be anything this afternoon. But hopefully it moves out far enough to where they can get off that shutdown. I don't know if they're on shutdown now or not, but I'm not sure if the rule is if it's raining they go on shutdown or if it's just if it's lightning. But I will say the weatherman, Google said it was thunderstorms when I looked earlier, so thunderstorms does mean lightning. Anyway, the point is, if it's outside of 10 miles away from their location, they should get the green flag to get back to work. And I'm thinking we should be good by the time we get there in the next 15 minutes. A lot of water over yonder. I don't remember that being that high like that yesterday, but I wasn't looking for water either. So maybe it did rain pretty good over last night. than today. Because remember, they was racing the storm to get me unloaded yesterday. Well, no, you don't remember that because I didn't show that video. Yesterday, while I was so late because of weather, they laid them down. By the time I got here at 2:30, there was 4 trucks that was already in stage in front of me. So by the time they pulled me out, it was like 4:30. Then I go back there and wait for 2 other trucks to get unloaded before they unloaded me. And then like at 5:30 when they started unloading me, they man, we're racing the weather. I was like, well, let's get to getting then. So I got in position for them, and they got me unloaded quick. And I was like, well, you made it. He's like, well, no, we didn't, because we was actually told to lay down 10 minutes before we got you done, and we just decided to finish you out real quick. So that's when I was like, well, I appreciate it. So 6 p.m. or so is when 6:05 in the p.m. is when I pulled out off the farm. Only reason I remember that because I had to send times to the agent for detention. So they could turn in for detention, request detention. About an hour and a half is what I should get. I'm not really sure. I honestly don't know how much an hour of detention is. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out if it's on that day's pay, because I know it's not instant. They gotta reach out to the broker or the agent, or the broker, and all that crap. So anyhow, we're 5 miles away from our turn, and then we get on the farm and we get to experience muddiness once again. But it's pretty right now. It's pretty. The sun's out, ground's drying up. That's good. Well, it's muddy. I came through some really heavy muddy stuff for a minute ago, and worst part about it is it's not like it's all saturated, but the surface layer is the muddy part in some areas now. A lot of it's dried out. I'm gonna stay right here until these people pass me. The problem is you got a muddy surface, and then you got the dry pack beneath it. So if you're not careful, especially when you're going around the curves and bends, it's going to be it's going to be slippery. I mean, you ever stepped on a patch of mud or something on concrete or asphalt or anything like that, a sidewalk? Yeah, I mean, that slippery mud on the top of a hard surface, hard pack, it's like ice. So you got to be careful, especially when you're heavy, going around the curve and all that good stuff. So I guess he is escorting everybody off the farm because of the mud, controlling their speed, I reckon. Hey, you forgot. Oh, no. These guys are going to the south end, up the hill, they call it around here. They're taking them back to the main road, and they got to go in the other entrance. Listen, goddamn, I'm not waiting here for everybody. All right. Just dawned on me after seeing that number 7 and number 8 in both those trucks, because they don't do that normally. You don't usually have to have a number on your sign. But yesterday, when we were staged up, that's what they did. So now I'm wondering if they're just now pretty much getting back to work, or recently did, but they're trying to get caught up from their staging. Now it's got me wondering how many trucks are going to be here in front of me. And I went through a couple mud holes since, and I'm like, I'm sitting here crying inside because I just know. And you know, where these ruts are already truck ruts, and they're getting deeper and deeper because they're wet and muddy, and we can't. And they're not out here grading the road to get it unrutted. I guess they wait till it dries out for that, but you can just hear the mud going up into the wheels and your calipers, and up under the hood, up under the wheel wells, and splash on the back of the sleeper, up on the front. It sucks. There's a muddy patch here. There's no water in this. It's just mud. This mud in the center, but not a mud hole. I'm gonna keep you right here until we get up here around this bend and see how many trucks are in front of us today. Yesterday I had 4 in front of me. I don't even know where The other guy is. He left out of the yard about 20 minutes before me. I tried calling him at one point to see if he was going to stop anywhere because I didn't have breakfast. I had some beef sticks in here from last night, so I wound up munching on those. When I stopped to get fuel, I just wanted to get fuel and go because I didn't want to be any later arriving for pickup. There's a nice little mud trench. This is one of those things. Oh man, it's rough. Oh, that's rough. And if you stop in that, you're going to get stuck. So you got to carry your momentum. You got to carry your momentum. If you stop in that stuff, you're not going to get going. You're not going to get no traction. And I'm only going 18 mile an hour, so it's not like we're speeding through here. But all the trucks has made these ruts weren't here like 2 days ago. It's the freaking rain. Now, I do see some trucks over there. I just don't see how many. I don't know if one of them is a purple one or not. Like I said, I don't know if my buddy's even here or if he's behind me. I don't know if he stopped, because if he didn't stop, he's already here by about 20 minutes ago. But if he did stop, he's probably behind me. Well, we both got fuel at the Lowe's there. I pulled in right behind him. I pulled in as he was leaving, because he left out a few minutes early before I did. Well, I see 3 and backed up there, but that doesn't mean there's no more. 4, I see someone to the side there. Oh Lord, how we staged up. Man, I want to get back to New Caney tonight. Freaking Mother Nature. Slow down the mud, slow down the mud. If we don't, you ain't gonna make this damn turn. You just keep on sliding. Where's all the truck? Okay, they got us. You want to pull out in front of me? Well, you just pull it out in front of me. Why don't you just... You're ignorant or what? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I see. I don't know what. What do you want me to do? Next to him, all right. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, dog. Yep. Nice, that's what it wants. So, purple Barney truck, purple Peter. Shit, I can't even get it out. Too many P's. Purple people, purple. Son of a bitch. Purple Peterbilt, which is my teammate's truck. He's not here. You ain't gotta fucking direct me, dude. Stop. See him out there waving his hands. I'm not even looking at him. I just kind of saw him at the corner of my damn eye, like telling him to shut the hell up. But they're told to direct drivers, because I know they're like the rest of us out here. We all know there's a bunch of idiot drivers out here. Don't know who can do what and who can't. So. In the mud.
She been here shortly to I
was getting ready to ask you where the senorita at, man.
She's right there. She's coming.
She's slacking, huh?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
That fucking mic to speak on the phone. Or use YouTube.
YouTube.
Hell yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah, right there on the side of my truck. See it? Go check out the channel. Right there under the window.
I see it. I got you. I see it right now.
All right, cool. All right. Getting subscribers one at a time, baby. There's my sidekick. He did stop. Is this thing gonna? Oh yeah, submit. Trying to hit my arrival time in here, so make sure I get. Because the boss man pulled up a second ago. So I got some good news and bad news. I'm like, oh shit! Now I had bad news yesterday. I think it's gonna be another late one. I was like, I hope it's not as late as it was yesterday. He's like, well, I don't know, man. People here are cool. I mean, I guess where I bullshit with them. You hear me communicating with them a couple times, and this guy right there in front of us, he came back in just a second and he said, hey, I subscribed to you, so I gave him some stickers. And he said, man, you got merch too? I'm like, yeah. So I showed him one of the hats, and I don't have one of my design t-shirts on. I just got a blank white tee on right now, but yeah, my buddy here, he's just pulling up. He'll be right behind me. So yeah, but the site manager Michael, he came and talked to me when he said he got good news and bad news. He said it was pushed back 6 hours today, waiting for this storm to pass. I'm like, yeah, I was watching it, and I was seeing how it was going to be this afternoon when we got here, and so. All right, well, we'll see. He's like, I'm gonna try not to be too damn late for you, but he's like, we'll do our best. I'm like, I know you will. So. All right, we were under a pretty good pace. They pulled me back in here at 3:30 or 3:25 or so. I was in spots where they started unloading me. Now it's 4:15. They've been back here surrounded around a pallet jack for about the past 20 minutes. I think they broke it, so they can't unload me or finish unloading me apparently. So that sucks. They're so close, almost done. They broke the freaking pallet jack. If you're wondering how they unload us, is they have a forklift. It's like on 4 wheels, 4 big wheels I got here, but it's got the forks, but it's got a long arm on it that extends out, and it extends out about 40 feet. And we got 53-foot trailers, so what they do is when they can reach it with the forks, they just let them out that way. But then once they get beyond the forks reach, they have people in the trailer. They straps to it, and the forklift pulls them back to where he can get close enough to put forks under it and then bring it back out. But beyond that, they have a pallet jack. They got people up there pulling them forward manually. So apparently the said pallet jack is over here in the mud, and they're over there trying to work on it. It's 4:15. I want to get down the road. I'm gonna mention food because I haven't eaten today. I had beef sticks this morning. That's what I had. I didn't grab breakfast at Road Ranger. I didn't grab breakfast at Lowe's when I got fuel. I just wanted to get the load and get back up here and not stop. What's for dinner? Texas Best Smokehouse, perhaps? I don't know. We'll find out. Remember, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, what is it, August? Probably last year sometime. I was in the, I'm pretty sure I probably had just dropped off at a Home Depot. And I had to go down to what the hell's the name of that town? Heartlands? Sweetlands? Anyway, it was south of Houston. And there wasn't no truck stop there, so I came back to a truck stop. And I remember this night, I was hoping I can get there in time to get a Walmart delivery, and I did. That's back when I was cooking in the truck, and that's all I wanted to do was cook in the truck, eat food in the truck. I was really committed to that diet. This is probably good. Beginning of the year or late last year, somewhere in that window. And I came to this Flying J on 45 right off of the 8. And I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going now. So I decided not to go to the J in New Caney. And if this is the one I have in mind, then it'll work out. A couple reasons. One is, same distance to get to this one versus cutting 18 miles over 242 to get to the New Caney one. The big difference is from New Caney, it's 38 miles to the warehouse. From here, it's going to be 26. So this may be my weeknight stop. I'm gonna see how it is. I think, if I remember correctly, it was under a bunch of construction the last time I was here, and it's been at least 8 months, probably. So I'm gonna hope they're done. And if they have the full amenities and everything that the J in New Caney does, this might be my start being my daily, my weeknight stop. I'll just stop here and stay here just because it's closer to the warehouse, right? And of course, on the weekends, I'd go to New Caney so I can go do personal things or whatever. But I don't know. I'm a mile from the exit. I don't remember if this is the one. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is because there's no other Flying J's or pilots like close to the 8, which is the same Houston, the turnpike, the roundabout that goes around Houston. I know the northwest part of that loop is where the Home Depot was. I'm pretty sure I dropped off at the Home Depot or somewhere in that area, and I came back here because I had to go to the Heartlands. The Heartlands is the name of the town I was trying to think of. It's just south of Houston. So there's a U-Haul on the side of the road, side of a pickup with a trailer and an on-ramp. All right, plenty of room. Okay, so we'll get off here and see. But y'all know my memory sucks anyway. So, because I know this place has a Denny's and it's a full service. It's a big lot, 200 and some spots too. I'm pretty sure my memory serves me correctly, which it rarely does, by the way. Now the question is, are they going to be parking here? We just came through some rain and some lightning over that way, so let's just go through here. Does this look familiar at all? Does it? It does. It's exactly right, because the reserve parking is on that side and they're covered, and there's some right here. The reserve parking and the bobtail row right across from it. This is exactly the spot. You know what? Oh, that's got covered up. There's a bobtail sneaking in there. Little sneaky little bastard. Little sneaky little bastard. Come over here. We're gonna pull through this diesel island here. We're gonna go inside and take a piss. Figure out what to do for dinner, or see what if PJ Fresh is open. I don't see any evidence of construction outside of a container barrel there, a container trailer. And then we'll come back out in a minute. We'll figure out parking. Let me correct what I said. When I said the reserve parking is on the one side, bobtails on the other, which is fact, but every spot here is a reserve spot. back, far. It's all reserved. Everywhere else I looked, there was a reserve spot in the corner, so, or in the front of the spot. There may be some somewhere on the other part of the corner, but once I saw 3/4 of the lot all say reserved, I was like, okay, fine, it's reserved. All right, so we're off duty now. We just hit sleeper berth with an hour and 18 left on our clock for the day. We don't ever have to worry about hours here on this account. But how many miles did I drive? I haven't driven this many miles in a day for a while. Today, it should be, before I even look, 2, 4, 550-ish. 532. Okay. Anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And you didn't get a video yesterday, so hopefully this made up for it. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, y'all.